Hello world, collective consciousness. It's a mind consciousness. So I'm having a coffee and I'm coming in early, thick and hot. No, the time is it's 8:22. So I've come in to have a little chat about taking the black pills or the red pills. Which one would you like to take? Black to the void, red to blood on your hands is all that's left for the dark forces who've come against me. Because life is not a game, although it is a game, and you're the game's master of your own game, of the master of your mind. What do you think you become? And it's in the heartbeat. You can't just think yourself out of something. What's your intention? It's a rhythm of life. You heard of the rhythm of life before? Heartbeat of Mother Earth. What you feel, I feel, you, me equals we. So I have personally been an MK Ultra program, which means I'm a survivor, because not many people make it out alive from the program. You stand more chance of surviving as an animal down here on Earth compared to what these elite 1% know-alls have done. Full of knowledge they are, but they don't follow their own word. I have been attacked and hated on the World Wide Web for 13 years. They've stolen my creativity, my content. Thanks. Used it as their own and made millions. I know you're all stuck on Phantom of the Operas because you think that's obviously the way forward. Because, say, for example, Miss Oprah Winfrey has got all this money. So, she's obviously really great. She's wonderful. She's not. She's got 3 orphanages in Africa that she harvests the energy and kills the children from there for her elite 1% club. Now, you might not believe that. That sounds a little bit, what is she saying? So I'll break you in gently. You're going to go to her theatre production. Come to my theatre production. This is the KTV, KTV of Truth and Law and Order. Real talk. Because you don't know what's going on behind the scenes and you don't know what's going on in front of your face. Because I was hidden in plain sight, hidden from myself most of the time. Didn't even know myself, or did I? I came to Birmingham 2 years ago. 2 years. Yes, 2 years in August. And I came to help. And the elites, 1%, have followed me here and made my life hell. They're trying to slander me, make me cooperate with their cooperation of bullshit to say that I'm mentally ill if I don't agree with what they're doing. They block all my content online and on YouTube. I'm not the only one saying this. They make my gift of using cards, oh my God, she's obviously a witch. What, are we living in the witch days again? You're going to sacrifice me because I'm a witch. Which one's that? Is that the real Catherine, or the make-believe Catherine, or the artificial inseminated Catherine? Or is this the clone that you've made of me? And do you want to tell the people, for the people, by the people, what you're actually doing, government, in the genetic program of messing about with genes? It's not in your genes, actually. It's in your selves. It's in yourself. That's why in the biblical prophecy it was written and said, go within so you don't go without. Know thyself, heal thyself, love thyself. God is within you, nothing is without of you. Obviously, that doesn't make sense to a lot of people who are just living, looking outside on the materialistic. You judged me because I'm wearing the wrong skin, because I'm not dressed in a dog collar, or I'm not dressed as a rabbi. And did you see what the rabbis and the Jews did to Jesus? They actually nailed him against a cross, put nails in his hands, salt in the wounds, made him drink salt, made him carry his own cross, tortured him. And this is what they're doing with me in a modern day World War III. We're in World War III, people. It started a long time ago. World War II never ended. It's basically nuclear. Nuclear power, nuclear family, nuclear state of mind. They're banking on harvesting off your fear. They've got you running around like sheep. And they created a COVID scam and a scandal and made you get a jab because you thought you were going to die with flu. We had that in the Spanish days, Spanish flu, and it's just another strain of flu. It didn't come from China in that sense. It's nothing like that. The strain may have come from China, but they've been messing about with the gene pool. and trying to create domination over God's 1% people, because they don't want me, one of the last of a dying breed, a natural healer, to be alive. They want us on the pharmaceutical medication, because why do I need a doctor? Because it's a business, it's a corporation. Do you know how much the pharmaceutical company business is worth? Billions a year. And they want me on medication and you on medication, because if you know how to heal thyself and I teach you how to heal thyself, then they lose billions and I become the billionaire and they become the nobodies. Come to my talk show. We'll stick a holiday underneath your seat. Oh, look, you've won. Why is the billionaires getting richer and richer? They got richer during COVID and we got poorer. How come we weren't allowed to see our parents or our grandparents or our mothers or daughters or children, yet these are having meetings in the G7 meeting in Cornwall with a satanic ritual of the ladies dressed in the red? In my town, Cornwall, I'm a multi-dimensional human being. I have many jobs, actually. I do it all for free for the love of humanity. You can thank me later. I had to go down to Cornwall in 2022 and change the ley lines of the ley lines of what damage they'd done. You have no idea what the G7 have been doing behind your backs. They're planning on a great reset, and I've come in and disturbed the problems, and now they're fuming with me. That's why my life looks like this, because I've been attacked, tortured, and traumatized worse than in a Nazi camp. They've killed everything I've ever loved. This is why I have no friends and I have no family. I've tried to tell Dr. Clark this, but she's part of the problem. If you're going to be part of the solution, fine, join in the conversation. If you're going to just not say anything and you're part of the problem if you're not part of the solution. So my story started in 1980, about when was Live Aid. We had Live Aid, okay? Feed the world, let them know it's Christmas time, and feed the... So that was in the 80s. Now, why are we still living in the same repeated cycle, repeating the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result in 2024? I'm in the second biggest capital city of the United Kingdom. This is really the biggest capital. This is actually the heart of England. London is the trade centre where they do all the trading. That's what it used to be in the olden days. This is where the Industrial Revolution started in Birmingham, and this is where I'm going to start a revolution for peace. For the new revolution of a revelation of redemption. It's begun, people. Wake up. This is the Great Awakening. Welcome to the earth. Take me to your leaders. No, thank you. I know your leaders, and you need new leaders, because your leaders are absolutely shameful and should hang their head in shame. They're all going to go to prison, I have to say, because they've made... Did you know that when they made the put your PPE on people, they stored it in warehouses and didn't even deliver it to the nurses and the doctors? And the nurses, my nurses, I call them my nurses because they're for the people, by the people, with the people. They're the workers. I support the workers. You're supporting yourself. Fat 1% people getting richer and richer. Why have all the billionaires got billions of pounds and I've got homeless people living in the middle of Birmingham? Now, I decided to do it differently to you lot. How am I going to be a good leader? How can I lead this shit show out of here? How can I help my fellow man and my fellowships and my kingships? By helping myself first. So I'm going to go and learn this. So we had Live Aid, Africa. Children had no money in Ethiopia, so they needed seed. So we raised millions of pounds around the world to help feed Africa. Now, because this is not a race problem or a colour problem or a religious problem or a political problem, this is a humanitarian crisis down here. We've got a humanitarian crisis going on. It's good against bad, light against dark. The liars against the lions. Who's telling the truth? I am. Now, we raised all these millions of pounds, and the Africans are so corrupt and they hate their own people, and they go and ask any African, they'll tell you exactly what the corrupt politics are like over there. It's absolutely disgraceful. The fat cats get richer over there and the poor get poorer. That's why people are still living in huts. So they raised all the money, got to the airport, and left it to rot. Never got to Ethiopia. They never gave them the seed. Why? Because they don't want them to be able to teach a man to fish and he will feed for life. Educate the man. Teach a man to feed for a day and he will only eat for one day. You stole the seeds out of the Africans' mouths. That's why there's still people homeless and they're flooding in here thinking this is the land of hope and glory. This is a disgraceful country to be living in the minute. I'm embarrassed to be English. Got the best education system in the world apparently, and I can't even speak a foreign language. I went to Peru, third world country, little Peruvian 8-year-old boy, street kid being sex trafficked and made to sell t-shirts, could speak pure fucking English. And Peruvian, and a touch of French, Spanish. How come? Because he's been to the University of Life. You've all been to a university programmed. MK Ultra program is a program where they program you to believe what they want you to believe, and they only teach you the curriculum, and you're only allowed to say what they say you're allowed to say. So I sat a year later after Live Aid. I was 9 by this point with my father, because I've always been able to see. I can always see, and my petty officer handler didn't want me to see. So I said to him, what are they doing that for? On the BBC News, he knew exactly what I meant. He says, is this what they do? What do they do? Well, basically, I'm in the British Royal Navy, and what they did was they made the seed, they left the seed at the airport, they let it rot, and they didn't give it to the Africans. Why? It's just what they do. I was 9 years of age. I'm a very intelligent, high IQ. Who are they and what are they doing that for? So I've spent my mission since I was 9 years of age. So basically 40 years. Studying in the University of Life, working out who are they and what are they doing. Well, now I know who they are and I know what they're doing, I know why they're doing it for. Basically for the pharmaceutical companies to keep making billions because they feed and survive off your pain and your dis-ease. If you're not ill, they make no money. That's why they're kicking off with me now, and I've just finished my degree in demonology and psychology. And I'm an enlightened master. I know we're prophesied to come, actually, but I know you're not expecting us to look like this and to be me smoking, because I'm human. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I've come down here to help you this time. I descended, actually. I'm a master upstairs already. My soul is old. You wouldn't understand that, though, some of you. Some people will, some people won't. I'm a very educated life, this life and every other life. I'm a very experienced, very knowledgeable, very wise woman, and I've healed myself from abandonment issues, attachment issues, grief. 2 years it's took me to heal from a 30-year life. It's a miracle. I've had all mental health. There's a mental health crisis down here. We've got depression, anxiety, bipolar, post-traumatic stress syndrome, which is the worst of all of them, I have to say. I found that one the most difficult myself. Addiction issues, post-baby blues, as they call it, schizophrenia, psychosis, and personality disorder. I've healed myself from all them things. They said, that's what they and them do, that's what they do. They said I was all of those things, and now I'm like this, healed. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not psychotic. I'm actually a goddamn genius. I've been gifted with sight, so I can see what you're doing. And I know what you're going to do before you do it, and you're trying to set me up again and you tried to get me locked up in a mental institute. They've stolen my identification, they've done fraud on me, and they don't want to be caught and they don't want to be seen, these elite 1% people in the military, navy, and what they've done to me, personally. How do I know? Because I was there. I've been rape-seeded. Mind, body, and spirit. Wait till you find out the spiritual stuff they do behind the closed doors and the voodoo, Dr. Dodo magic. The Pope's doing it. Yes, he is. Ask the Pope what he's got stashed in his high voltage downstairs in the archives. How can you study a Bible when there's 13 chapters missing? Answer me that. That's like me telling you to watch the Harry Potter films, but you're going to miss 3, 4, and 5. Come and watch it and we'll have a movie night. I don't understand what's going on. No, because I've took 3, 4, and 5 out of the chapters. They took the Book of the Dead out. You're not respecting the dead. They're using the dead against you. They're using your fears against you. They want you diseased. out of balance, out of alignment. I'm in pure balance and alignment now, and I've sorted myself out, healed myself from within. I innate myself. It's actually physics. So we're going to have a new way of dealing with things, and I've got a whole team of people ready for this moment. Yes, let's go. We're on this. Yes, we are, because what we're going to be dealing with is cells and not dealing with genes anymore. It's not in the genes. You can change it. It's called generational curse breaking. I've done it myself. People have watched me go to hell and back many times. I've been a miserable person because I've suffered with all of those mental disorders. I went insane in 2011. 2011 I went insane to turn myself sane, to show you a journey online from heaven to hell, hell to heaven, and back again. And then I came to Birmingham, and they think they're putting me back in hell. They're not. I've been studying. I'm a private investigator. I'm a psychic investigator. Now, I had to be hidden from everybody, and the only person who knew about it was the spirit world upstairs. Why? Because the corruption was so bad that you couldn't tell anybody in authority, because the authorities are the problem. Corrupt police officers, corrupt judges. Not all of them. Do not start a vigilante, and we are not going to war about this. We're going to sit nicely and we're going to talk about this, because I'm going to kill you with kindness and the sword of truth. That's the weapon of choice now. My choice, my weapon, my rules, my game. I have the controller now, big man, and I'm going to take over the money from here on in. You're all going to be made bankrupt in your monopoly. Playing Monopoly with the Commonwealth. People's Commonwealth games. Playing a game with the commoners' wealth. You've used the money, you've stolen the money. You need to look after your workforce, sir. The workforce will stand by me. I'm well known in Birmingham City now. People know me, and I'm respected. By who? By the workers. And the real people have watched me at work, and I've healed people, and I've helped people, and people have given me testimonies to say I am who I am, and I say that I am, and I say what I mean. You can't argue with me, because I'm talking truth. These people, the G7, have lied to you. They're having the Great Reset. We're all expecting this. This is going to happen. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? No, because I'm in charge. And we're not going to war. We're just raw. Rah. Jokes aside, these billionaire fat cats have stolen my money, for example. Stolen my life, stolen my inheritance, and harvested off me and my petition. I'm going to put a great petition in it. I'm going to take you all at the High Court. I'm going to take the whole world on if I have to. By myself. Because I'm the boss, and you only need one thing. A bit of faith and hope, and believe in the unseen. God's got my back, and that's why I can get away with anything here, because thee of little faith. I've got salt and malt. Like Malta. Ask them what they did in Malta, Queen Victoria. Queen Elizabeth. What did she do? Oh, what did she do? What did you do, Charlie boy? Does it annoy you when I eat? Good, because I'm a trigger. I want to annoy you. I want to get your attention. How do you get your attention? By annoying people, triggering them. She's a smoker, she can't be religious. She's a smoker, she can't be faithful. She's a spiritual crazy person. Am I? You're smoking. Elite 1% fat cats smoke behind the scenes. They smoke cigars. I smoke cigarettes. I'm a lady, not Columbo. More of a 007 James Bond, Vera kind of detective. You can't deny me. And your crazy card's not going to work this time. It's not. These people, your government, have stolen my life and your life. We're slaves and we don't even know it. So I'm here to change things, because I'm not putting up with it anymore. I will not be going back to the mental hospital. I'm not going to be put under a Section 3. Why? Because I say so. Because I'm a healer. And I've got people in there who testify for me and people who testify against me. They're frightened to lose their jobs. You're going to lose your job anyway. Ollie has been under investigation the moment I stepped in there. And you'll notice it gets darker and horrible since I've left. The last place I was at, Washington Court, I told them in February, this place is a damn disgrace. It'll be shut down by Christmas at the latest. It's closing 31st of October this year. They've lost all their funding and nobody's getting any money because they were killing people. I was living in a hostel. 9 people died in 4 months because of the neglect of the support workers, and the governmented backhanders just there for a job. Nobody gave a shit about them. 9 people died. I lost 9 people. I call them my people because the people are my people. I love people. Even though I'm a loner and I spend a lot of time by myself, I can't bear to watch the destruction and the hate that you're doing to humanity. I will not stand by and I will not allow it anymore, not on my watch. So you now have to listen to me because I've got the reason and the voice of God backing me. Why am I still alive? Wait till you find out what they've done. I want somebody to start now coming out with all the truth. We're going into another week. Tomorrow is the 9th of the 9th. That's a 99. I'm a 99 and I've got this 1% dark that's coming out. Because you seem to like the dark and the games. I'm going to go because my flatmate's come back. I'll call in again later.